Silence! It's time! It's time! It's
time for another episode of the Drunk-Nerds podcast.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk-Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk-Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk-Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk-Nerds podcast. Sit back to the back of the back of the grab a six-pack, sit back to the back of the back of the grab a six-pack, sit back to the back of the back of the grab a six-pack, sit back to the back of the back of the grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk-Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk-Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk-Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk-Nerds podcast.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 170 of the GenGaming Podcast. I'm your host, as always. I am Tyler, and joining me are the OG crew of the Drunk-Nerds. We have the glorious one. We have the Jack of Hearts, Gables. What's up, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing alright. Been sort of a shitty week, but at least I'm back. Oh, holy shit. It's kind of weird. When we were about to record last week or something like that, my keyboard died. And,
That's not good.
yeah, no, not at all. My regular keyboard died, and I basically had to go through today, try to find any type of decent keyboard. And I was looking for a USB one, and there weren't any available at Walmart because they're dicks. So I got myself one of those.
Wait, real quick. How was an old freaking keyboard at Walmart? A USB keyboard at Walmart?
Dude,
that's like
there
the
was
main
none.
electronics department.
There was none in stock, dude. I checked everywhere in that damn store, and the only thing that was cheap enough that I could find was a $20 fucking ONN, whatever the fuck the hell the thing is.
Yeah, they're basically their brand keyboard.
Yeah, their brand of keyboard, so I'm using their brand of keyboard, which was about $21 fucking dollars. So
that's ridiculous. That's about the price of the cheapest Logitech keyboard they have.
Yeah, that's very true. And so, in large part, I ended up putting a fucking PC on layaway because, hey, I need a new computer.
Don't buy their PCs. Just, how much was that PC you're putting on layaway? About $450?
That HP, that Hewlett Packard one that I'm looking at, which is pretty decent from what I saw, was about $500 or so.
Okay, take that $500 and build your own little PC. I'm sure it'll be much better than the one you own, and you probably play games on it too.
Yeah, I know. I did a little bit of research on it. The only thing I would use it for is probably other than fucking Steam stuff, I would say maybe recording the podcast a little bit, but
I mean,
yeah.
Steam sales, you don't buy games, you won't be able to play them.
Well, that's some games, though, but it all depends on the
And you
setup
also
on it.
probably need to buy a new PC within 2 years, like you did this one.
Yeah, this one's one of those all-in-one shit that it wasn't necessarily me that bought this. It was pretty much a gift to me, so I've been using it since 2013.
That's great and all, but Walmart PCs have a shelf life for about 2 years.
Yeah, I kind of am finding that out the hard way.
My PC, I didn't build it myself. I spent roughly about $12K on it. Or, not $12K, shit. That
Choked my beer.
Almost made Tyler choke him at $1,200.
Tyler almost chugged on his tipsy ipsies here.
Sorry, I've been drinking myself. And, I bet I spent about $1,200 on it. And
that sounds about right.
Me wrong so far. I could play GTA on 1080p, 60 frames a second, and it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, man, I kind of wish I could do something like that, but
yeah, I mean that $500. You don't even have to spend $1,200. You can just spend $500, build your own, with PC Part Picker, and order those parts for the same price.
Yeah, the only problem is I don't know how to build my own computer, so that's kind of a big.
You can just follow YouTube videos. It's really simple. You install the get the case, install the motherboard, put the CPU in, install the RAM, plug the parts into it. the fan, the cooler, if you have one, the hard drive to the motherboard. Basically, it's self-explanatory. It's actually really easy.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you watch a video like 2 or 3 times, you'll be able to do it.
Yeah, that's all nice and good and all, but I'm afraid if I spend $500 doing individual parts, it's going to be like a hodgepodge of me trying to follow videos and all of a sudden fucking up that one little thing that's just going to make the damn thing go boom.
As long as you basically demagnetize yourself, like basically don't have a static charge, like that can ruin the motherboard or processor or whatever. Please, PC Master Race, please don't hurt me. I'm drunk. But as long as you don't shock the motherboard, you'll be fine. Like, everything is, like, there's a lot of videos I want to say, like, there's a lot of how-to videos I want to say. I forgot what it's called. What was that YouTube video I saw? It was fuck. It was similar to Rocket Jump. I forgot. Like, it was just Freddie Wong's stuff, but like any one of them, like they basically, since they've run production and they built their own computers, they know their shit.
Ah, I see.
So yeah, it's like one of their how-to videos. Well, basically safe, straight. Like, you don't have to worry about a single damn thing.
Well, yeah, well, other than that, though, I didn't really do anything else too extravagant. You know, did get paid on Friday, but as the life situation goes, yeah, most of it went to everything else.
Yep, that's called being an adult.
Yep.
I don't either. Fuck being an adult.
Also, that quiet guy over there in the corner, the Beast of the East. You have Jake. What's up, buddy?
He's like, quiet guy, I've been talking half the time.
That was sarcastic.
It was called sarcasm.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I've been drinking. I didn't mention this 2 weeks ago when I was last on. I got a new job at Amazon. You know those boxes you get that have those nice little things you ordered?
You fly the drone?
I packed that shit. I wish I could. If
he
I could
packs
get
the
promoted
drones?
to fly that drone, that'd be fantastic.
Watch it pack drones and you fly it out of the box and just fly it to the customer.
That'd be fantastic. I wish that would make my job so much more exciting.
It's just a box with a propeller on the top of it.
Just those
What the
propeller
fuck's that
hats.
going in here?
It's a propeller hat actually taped to the box.
You just
And then there's a
spin it
fucking
and
fez
throw
on the
it.
top of it.
Like, I flick it to get the, like one of those old planes where you have to spin it to get the engine going.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, that I haven't been playing a whole lot since I really haven't had the time anymore. My go-to whatever, like, is Minecraft, which I'm not even going to talk about that in the show, which is sad. But yeah, Tyler, what have you been doing besides drinking like me?
I didn't mention this last week because you guys weren't here, and I knew Justin. It's not really Justin's thing. I went and saw NXT, WWE's developmental brand. They came here to Des Moines last Friday night, and that was pretty cool. I got to see the glorious Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura, the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, Asuka. So pretty much all the big ones I wanted to see. So that was pretty awesome. The Revival.
I can't wait till Asuka gets to the main roster.
Yep, that'd be awesome as well. But that was pretty cool. It was fun to go to that. About all I've done, I think. Nothing too exciting. Just a little, working, drinking, playing games.
Being an adult sucks.
Yep. I went out last night, had a few drinks with some friends, drank some delicious Oktoberfest. We went to this restaurant that brewed their own beer.
Sam Adams or Yingling's Oktoberfest?
No, it was this brewery that they brew their own.
Oh, it was House Oktoberfest.
Yeah, they actually brew their own beer, and they bring Oktoberfest out, and it's only on for like 3 weeks. And so we always go
Which
down
is
there.
sad because they probably brewed it for like 6 months.
Yeah. Well, they got more than one restaurant, so.
Oh yeah.
So it's only around for a few weeks. So we always go down there to make sure to get some of that. They took a growler home with that, so it's pretty good. Enjoyed that.
I wish I had a place like that could give me growlers. It's sad.
We don't have a lot. We have like 2 places. Then we have like the grocery store around here that does some, but they have only a handful at a time that you can choose from. That is basically what I've been up to. Not too
What have you been up to, Gabe?
Oh man, well,
How you doing, Gables?
there is one
doing,
thing
Gabe?
that I want to say though, and that's for the week of Extra Life and stuff. After the whole like daylight savings time things, that week I actually requested that week off.
Oh,
Wait,
I
what
don't
day is
work.
Extra Life again?
So I'm gonna have a full week off after Extra Life to recover.
I feel so terrible for this. What week is Extra Life again?
November.
It's
5th
like
is
November
the day.
5th.
Yeah. It's the day of.
I'll still need to create my site though, man. I still need to create my profile again.
I took I did my normal. I took the Monday and Tuesday after Extra Life off. So yeah, just so I can recover from sleep. Because this year is 25 hours, people. So, because fucking
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, man. Last year, I did Extra Life, like, legit right after an appendix surgery. Like,
Yeah, you did.
yeah, it's like, I went to the ER, like, 6 p.m. that Friday. Like, spent the night there, so, like, up until, like, noon Saturday afternoon, like, appendix surgery and whatnot. Pain, like, I had hydros. Did 24 hours from then, so ER for about 18 hours, then Extra Life 24.
Oh,
For the kids, guys.
Yep, for the kids.
for the kids.
Yeah. So, I think we're like...
No one can question my dedication.
Yeah. We're only like 6 weeks out, guys. Actually, I think less than 6 weeks now. It might be 5 or 6 weeks now.
Oh yeah, we're getting close to the last week of September here, so it's like...
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm pretty pumped for it.
Yeah, definitely excited and fearful.
Yeah. It should be fun. Last year I thought was actually the easiest one. For some reason, I remember playing the 24 hours and I was still ready to go. I legitimately probably could play for a few more hours.
I don't know if it was the hydros, but yeah, for me too.
Last year for me was kind of fun because having like Tyler in the chat and Justin joining us like about 5 a.m. or so in the morning. Me playing through the entirety of Limbo while Tyler's like doing whatever the hell. He's trying to keep himself awake.
When in doubt, jacket.
Yeah, for the kids.
That's a terrible phrase, dude.
Sorry.
Jacket for the kids. That's your episode title, Tyler.
No.
No.
That's not the episode title.
We do not want to be taken down. And we do not condone jacking it for kids.
I don't want a red dot on my address and you look me up on Google Maps. So
To Catch a Predator, starring Tyler Courtney.
John Hanson's going to show up in my house. Take a seat, Tyler. Take a seat.
Oh,
No.
God, no, man. I didn't know.
I thought she was 19, I swear.
Oh, God. Okay, we're changing the subject. So, Gabe.
No, real quick. That's
Oh, no.
how every episode goes off, though. It's like they see him. Like, he's all nice and shit. They don't expect the cops ever.
Yeah, I know. Like,
It's so stupid.
the show was on for like 6 years. They were still
Yeah,
shocked to get
it's
arrested
like-
at the end.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like... You just say, oh shit, put your hands up and walk out the door. Don't engage him. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, anyways, now we're going to jump into what we've been playing for this past week, or the last couple weeks for you guys. Gables, we're going to start with you, buddy. What have you been playing?
The only thing of note is Uncharted 4. I went
I wanna
fourth
play
and
the
I
game so
beat
much.
Uncharted 4.
Gabe, I just want to say right now, I have the biggest man crush on you. You beat Doom
Why?
and Uncharted 4 in the same month. And
Yeah, I know.
Jacket for Gabe.
Oh, no.
For the Gables. Hashtag for the Gables.
That better not be a fucking
Jacket for
term that we
Gables.
use. Oh, God. But anyway, Uncharted 4. I went through and I played the rest of the game. I left off like around chapter 10 on like Saturday or Sunday or something like that. And it proceeded with me trying to play through a bunch of the rest of the chapters, like, just separated. Like, I actually beat the game this past Monday. And I gotta say, man, it's like, I either have not played Uncharted for a long time, or it's just the game's design and stuff. On the normal setting, I kept dying a lot, dude. I don't know why it was, really. I think it's because I really thought that it was kind of hard for me to try to notice what places to climb, or what good, like, combat stuff, because I kept getting killed for the stupidest of things. And it was just so funny. I would jump on a ledge thinking that I can go to someplace lower or someplace higher and stuff, and I accidentally like would swing to my death.
Oh, so you mean like every other Uncharted game?
Yeah, so it's like every other Uncharted game that I've played through.
Biggest
pretty
complaint
much.
I've had about every Uncharted game, especially when I played through all 4 of them in the last like 8 months. Well, in like an 8-month span, and the most popular death of mine was me jumping, thinking I could jump to that 3 feet down.
Yeah,
and I
I
can't.
hate that so fucking much. It's ridiculous.
I think what was the funniest one was I swing with the freaking grapple hook as Nathan Drake, and I know that I wasn't going to make the damn thing, and all of a sudden he just made the comment, like, oh god, I'm not going to make it! Oh! He actually said, like, oh my god. Oh god, I just love the freaking like other cast of characters and stuff. Just saying like, oh Nathan!
Nathan!
It's this generation Snake.
Pretty much. But I really love the way the game closed, you know? I mean, it's a great wrap-up for that series, because everything else you've went through is like Nathan Drake throughout the Uncharted games. I felt like, story-wise, this was the most cohesive one. Definitely has a lot of great action segments, and there's a lot of excellent like choreographed moments inside the game. I mean, there's a couple of like chapters or something where you have to run away from like freaking armored vehicles and do this and do that. It's just, I don't know,
What
man.
about the Crash Bandicoot saying?
That Easter egg was so awesome, and not just once, but twice. You get to play the level of Crash Bandicoot, dude. I mean, they even have inside the game. They actually have inside the game, like, you can actually see the front of the box art for Crash Bandicoot for the PS1. And that's really a cool nostalgia trip, seeing one of the first games that Naughty Dog did, all the way up to, like a retrospective from then, and then all of a sudden now in 2016, how you have, like, Nathan Drake, like, playing Crash Bandicoot on a PS1. I mean, that is really fun, and that's a cool Easter egg for any type of game I've seen in the past like 10 years, pretty much.
I like the back and forth commentary between Nathan and what's her name,
Elena,
yeah. But while you're doing that, while you're playing through that Crash Bandicoot level,
oh man,
like, it varies between how well and poorly you're doing.
I know, which is so fucking hilarious. But I had to refrain myself a few times whenever I would be like playing certain missions up with Elena, just to go out into my voice, you know, from episodes back that we recorded. It's like, hey Elena, hey, let's go over here. You want to have some kitten mittens? But other than that, though, it's like it was really solid. I mean, the gameplay was really well tuned. I think they learned a lot Naughty Dog learned a lot when they went through The Last of Us, how to cohesively tell a story and then just tie it up in the end. I mean, Uncharted 4, bar none, I felt, like I said before, best story inside the entire series. It's definitely up there with some of the best, like, action games I've played. But, let's see, in retrospective-wise and stuff, I could have, you know, there were some times the gameplay just really kind of took me out of it, because Hell, some of my skills and stuff playing through the game, like how any other average Uncharted player is going to go through. You're going to have a lot of deaths. You're going to go through situations and stuff where once you can engage in combat or something like that, there's something that's going to piss you off. And I'll tell you what did piss me off about the gameplay was some of the melee combat system. Especially when you get towards like the final battle or something like that between you and Rafe. Oh my god.
Wait, is it full of magic like Uncharted 2?
No. Have you actually played through the ending, Jake?
I haven't played through Uncharted 4. I've seen like a let's play or let's watch through it, like up until you basically find out what Sam was doing.
Oh, okay. So I am not going to go ahead and like say
spoilers.
Exactly how it is and stuff, but let's just say though that battle kind of had me frustrated because of the.
Was it
stuff.
as frustrating as the Uncharted 2 battle?
No, not like that. I mean, fuck, dude. That was kind of like
it was tedious.
It was tedious in comparison to how good Uncharted 2 was at that point. All of a sudden, to wrap it up kind of mediocrely at that battle.
Yeah, basically, yeah. For those who don't know, it's like Uncharted 2 is probably my favorite Uncharted game. Like, I haven't played 4 yet, and like, game's great up until that little final boss where suddenly we're just gonna throw a bunch of Aztec magic at you, and then we're gonna play Temple Run, and that's it.
Hey, it was Temple Run before Temple Run was a thing, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true.
Fair enough. It was what inspired Temple Run.
Other
that
things,
character is Nathan Drake.
Other things about the game I could say, it looked fantastic. The level structures were pretty creative. I did get stuck in certain mission points where I had to try to find where I needed to climb and stuff. Because it's not as obvious of a visual cue, in my honest opinion.
Yeah, like in earlier Uncharted games, it was actually slightly highlighted.
Yeah, I know. This is there wasn't any type of slight highlighted type of things where where you could obviously tell. Only maybe certain points I found, certain cliff things, or certain like building structures where there's highlighted things where the color of the material would be blended in and stuff. But other than that, yeah, it was just a fantastic game, though. But in the scale of things, out of all the entirety of the Uncharted games that I've played, which has been every single one so far, I mean, I liked, from a scale, let's see, from least to greatest, I think this Uncharted 4 would be the best, followed by, like, Uncharted 3. I mean, Uncharted 3 had a good story, too. But, yeah, that's pretty much that.
I would rank mine on it from best to worst, 4, 3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
From what I played,
yeah, I can understand.
From what I played and what I watched, it would be 2, 4, 3, 1. But I haven't played it personal. I haven't played 4 personally, and I haven't finished watching 4. So
let me see here. For me, it'd be 4, 3, 2, Golden Abyss, and 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never played Golden
the
Abyss.
Vita game.
Well, Golden Abyss takes place before Uncharted 1, though, but it's a very good game, actually. I enjoyed that more than Uncharted 1, that's for sure. And that jet ski scene.
Uncharted 1 was okay, but having to go back through it for the Uncharted collection was just...
Let's just say...
I enjoyed it playing last year.
I know. I'm saying it's like, in the grand scheme of things, yeah, they are good games and stuff, but that's the one I like the least.
Yeah.
Out of the whole things. But yeah, that's pretty much wraps it up for what I've been playing.
Okay. Jake, I know you said you didn't play much, but is there anything you do want to talk about?
Honestly, not really. I'm waiting for the fall lineup. Like, the game I'm most interested in obtaining right now is Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2
okay.
and Mafia 3. Like, those are the 2 big games I'm looking forward to, and both come out later in October. It's like until then, like, I'm playing Minecraft Pokemon. And once Pokemon Sun and Moon comes out, I'm going to be grinding for the semi-perfect team I can get.
Before I forget,
so
actually. I actually went up to GameStop earlier today, and they have a deal, 60% extra store for a trade-in credit.
Yeah.
Games, so I traded in some games, and make sure Justin's not around. Okay. So don't tell Justin. I traded in 3 games. First one, Overwatch. I traded in Overwatch.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't. I traded that back in June.
Yeah. I still love that game, but unfortunately, once No Man's Sky came out, all my friends I was playing with daily stopped playing it, and I was hoping after they stopped playing No Man's Sky, they'd go back to it. And once they stopped playing No Man's Sky, they just never went back to it. It's been sitting there for 6 weeks.
You want to throw them under the bus? It's
no,
talking ship community mostly, right?
Oh yeah, but I don't blame them for it. It's just they move on. It's fine.
I mean,
I'm not upset about it.
Like, I don't blame them at all, but it's hard to get them to stay for a multiplayer game.
Well, we played it every night for almost 3 months, so I'm not.
Yeah, no. At that point, though, it was the new game, though.
Yeah, it's just that's just the way things. There's so many new games coming out all the time now, especially multiplayer
yeah. I'm
games.
saying it's like
no one sticks to one very long anymore.
Yeah, no. I mean, with most communities, though, you can. Yeah, you have a huge group of people that play with you, and once the new game hits, yeah, some of them will go off and play, and then all of them will go off and play, but most will come back to play the multiplayer game with people.
Yeah.
As much as I love talking ship's not the case.
It's not really. It's not.
Play.
They're built upon more than just video games, though, so I don't go to them for.
It's I understand that. It's they're multimedia.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not upset about it. Does it suck? Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
it's kind of crappy for people who want to game with others.
But it's not the first game. It was a great game. Just no one really played with it anymore, so I got rid of it. I got $45 for that. So game I paid $60 for.
That's nice.
3
I got
months
like
ago.
30.
Oh, okay. I just wait for this. I just so happen to see the sale. I also traded. So these are the 2 that Justin might kill me for. So don't tell Justin, everybody. I traded in.
So tell Justin, everybody.
Don't tell Justin, everybody. I traded in Splatoon and Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. So those are gone.
Don't worry,
you weren't playing in it for a while anyway, so...
yeah, I'm right there with you. I haven't touched the game since I bought them. So.
I haven't played those games. I haven't played Splatoon since probably last year at Extra Life. And Smash Brothers I probably haven't played. I think I played it for like an hour at the beginning of the year, and that's all. It's just been sitting there.
I played when I bought my Wii U, back in February or so. Or I want to say it was January. I bought Splatoon, Smash Bros, Mario Kart, and whatnot. The only game I only bought Splatoon so we'd all play together. It'd be one of the games we have.
Well, we never played together.
We never played it, so I didn't even turn that on. Smash Bros, I knew we all had it. I played one match as Mewtwo, as Link. And I was like, all right, yeah, this is Smash Bros. It hasn't changed in 20 years.
Yeah, well...
Moved on.
Yeah.
And Mario Kart, we played a couple of races.
I still have Mario Kart. I'm not getting rid of Mario Kart because I love that game. I still go back to that.
I sold my Wii U, so...
I played like a month ago. So
Mario Kart is the only game I can play on Nintendo besides Pokemon that holds up over time.
Yeah. So I love both of those games, but I got $45 credit for those games I bought a year and a half and 2 years ago, respectively. So not a bad deal. I ended up I pre-ordered Mafia 3, and I paid off the rest of the Call of Duty. I'm buying my sister the Call of Duty $100 version that comes with the season pass, so I paid that off for her as well. So I got those.
Nice.
Shame.
Yeah, and so that's pretty much...
Shame.
It's not for me. I mean, I'm gonna play it. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, you bought it for yourself, and you paid $100 for your sister.
Yeah, well,
you could have easily paid it once, played it for an hour, and gave it to your sister.
No, she paid for half of it. I'm just paying the other half for her.
Okay.
So, my plan is just, I've talked about it before, I'm just going to it comes out November 4th. So when she goes to bed, when I'm playing on during Extra Life, I'm going to take it from her and I'm going to play through the campaign. So that's
okay. I misheard you. I thought you said you bought 2 copies.
No, not for I'm sorry, no, just for her. So that's paid off for her, and then pretty much all my games.
All right, that's a bit more understandable then. Okay.
Yeah. So all my games that I plan on playing for 2016, besides Watch Dogs 2, are paid off. So I'll buy that down the line. But what I've been playing, I'm gonna jump into that now. I talked about it last week. I picked up the Bioshock collection. Just today, actually.
How was 1?
What?
How is Bioshock 1?
Oh, that's what I'm going to tell you about. So I actually just...
I was trying to lead you into it.
Oh, okay.
You actually having to talk about, lead yourself into it.
Oh, thank you.
It's called radio hosting.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit. I don't want to be professional.
Yeah, we don't get paid for this. When we start getting paid, I'll consider it.
We have debt for this.
Yeah, well, I literally pay to do the show every month. No, so
I did it for a year and a half too. We're basically even now.
Yeah. So, anyways, I finished today Bioshock 1, and that game is still fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I definitely want to hook up my 360 with Wi-Fi or with my internet cable, and want to go back to that game. Yeah,
it's great. I mean, graphically I talked about last week is it as good as other games like a Doom or Uncharted 4 or anything like that?
I mean, it's also nearly a 10-year-old game.
Yeah, 2007. So yeah, 9 years. No, but it still really looks really good from what they did with it. I loved everything about it. I went and saved all the sisters. I'm not gonna spoil anything because I'm actually gonna let Justin borrow.
Would you kindly?
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything for Justin, for anybody, just because Justin, I'm gonna let him. He never played Bioshock
Justin,
1.
Would you kindly go play Bioshock 1?
Yeah. He will. I already talked to him about it. I was gonna load it to him tonight, but unfortunately, I forgot to mention he is out this week. If you haven't noticed, 30 minutes into the show.
No. He's just been really quiet. He has had nothing to say.
Yeah.
He hasn't played anything.
Nope.
He's just drinking on Tyler's couch, watching him masturbate. Just jacking it for Gabe.
No, he's out this week.
Please look that at the show.
Apparently, the birth of his daughter is more important than this podcast. So
you know, you can give him crap, like the fake crap. I know you're giving him. Definitely, that's awesome. Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Yep, I wouldn't
pick your player.
Have fun not sleeping for 18 years.
Yeah, that's why he's not here. They have not slept this week, which is understandable. Went and saw her on Thursday. Their new baby, absolutely adorable. Looks nothing like Justin, so good for her.
I don't know.
And of course, she'll be married and have good kids
for her,
one day.
and maybe not good for him.
Yeah. So
get a check.
I've already said it before, but congratulations, Josie, if you're listening. Sorry for selling Splatoon's Super Smash Brothers. But anyways, Bioshock, great game. I'm definitely I love this game. I'm happy. Like, it wasn't. I mentioned it. I think last week I might have mentioned it. That it wasn't just that nostalgia to it. That it's actually a really good game.
It's definitely a fantastic game.
Yeah, I always knew the story was really good, but I was always wondering maybe the gameplay wasn't as good as I remember. And the gameplay is still really good. It still holds up really well to this day. The only complaint I had was just the lack of zoom in, zoom out, which you have, but it's not like.
I mean, most for people who like to go through the game, you just use a shotgun and landmines.
Yeah, I used a lot of those, and the machine gun was a big help for that game. But it was fun getting all the little sisters. The fighting, getting ready to fight a Big Daddy was still an awesome event.
What difficulty?
I just beat it on normal. Like I play every other game.
Okay, so Big Daddies weren't much of a challenge.
Oh no, I died a lot and went through a lot of
really
first kids. I suck at games, Jake. You know this.
Like on normal, I don't think I died maybe one time, and that was to the main antagonist itself. So it's like,
oh, okay. Be
what
fair.
The hell, man.
Time...
I died. Like I did die when, where you're in that room with two roundabout staircases, and like hordes upon hordes of enemies are just rushing at you.
Happens.
That room,
Yeah.
I died in.
Well, to be fair,
because I ran out of ammo.
I did beat the game on hard, on 360 on hard without dying. I have
Got that achievement?
I have the achievement to prove it, and I'll find it if you question it. I'll go get it if you want.
I have that achievement too, but
Okay.
I also used the cheating way.
Oh, I didn't cheat. I didn't even know
I beat the game on easy with no up until without dying up until the boss fight. Got the boss near death, changed the difficulty up to hard or very hard, whatever. Killed him and got the achievement.
I know that. I will say that boss fight still sucks.
Oh, it definitely does suck. Like, even it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's stupid.
It's just so out of place for the rest of that game. But it's bad.
It's definitely a weird pace, though.
Yeah, it's Uncharted levels of bad for as far as final bosses go.
I wouldn't call it Uncharted levels of bad.
It's pretty bad. It's up there. Easy but bad. So I finished that. I also picked up another game. I picked up a few other games actually. I bought a lot of games this week. I picked up. I'll mention the other two I haven't played yet. I picked up The Bunker, which is a live action horror game on PS4. It came out this week.
Oh, I'm interested. I want I'm probably not gonna buy that. But the word live action horror game makes you want to watch people play the game, like Let's Players and stuff like that. Like if Justin will stream it, I might pimp out that channel more.
Yeah. So I picked that up, and I also picked up Jazz Punk. That's been out for a couple years on Steam. It just came to PS4, I think this week or last week. So I got those two picked up and downloaded. I just haven't played them yet. I also bought Batman, Telltale Batman Season 2, or Episode 2, I'm sorry. I haven't got...
Season 2, holy shit.
Yeah, you missed a lot, Jake. So I picked that up. I haven't played those yet. The other game I picked up was... I bought 5 games this week, holy shit. Or the last 2 weeks, I guess. I bought Bioshock last week. The other game I picked up was called Severed. I've talked about this a couple times on the podcast. It came up to Vita earlier this year. The guys that made... what's that freaking... Lucha Libre... Guacamelee, yes. The guys that made Drinkbox Studios, I believe is what the name is. They made this other game called Severed. It's on the Wii U. Just came out, I think, Thursday. Tonight is Saturday. It's coming to 3DS soon. I was actually going to buy it on the 3DS, but I guess it wasn't day and date. But the cool thing is, if you buy it on Wii U, you get a free code for the 3DS version when it comes out. So,
that's cool.
Neat.
Yeah. I played the first hour of it. So basically, what it is it is a the entire game basically takes place on a gamepad. It was initially a Vita game, using a touchscreen, and on the TV it has the main TV. It has like the map and everything, and then on your 3DS, it's basically like so. It's first person view, and you just move room to room. You don't actually it's not really walking. You just press the direction you want to go. And you can move the analog stick left or right to turn around. So you go into a room. Let's say you go into a room. There might be an enemy there. It's all touch based, like slashing, and it's actually really cool. So it's just kind of like timing based. So it's like an enemy, like you're fighting an enemy. Like there's one that's like this monkey with 4 arms, and he can block, but he can only block like 90% of his body. So you can just like go after really fast. And attack like that little bar that's sticking out, but it'll constantly like switch the sides he's attacking. So you constantly got to go around in circles, and if he counters your attack, he can attack you. Or when they go to attack you, you can parry and stop his attack, and that leaves him open for like a big bunch of attacks. It's really cool so far. What I played of it. My only complaint though is. I want to give actually one big compliment before I forget. So a big complaint I've always had with the Wii and some of these other games is just like being a left-hander playing some of these games has always been tough. Like motion controls or even like first-person shooter games on the DS and 3DS. It doesn't work well for me if you have to use the touchscreen because I'm used to moving around with my left hand and then you're turning in circles with the right. With this one, actually, it allows you with the right analog stick, you can still go up. You know, you can still move around with the right analog stick, and I can use my left hand with the stylus. Or you can do the opposite with if you're right-handed, you can do the opposite. So I was concerned when I first started playing this game because I didn't think about that being an issue, and then I realized a few minutes in I can actually go ahead and use my left hand, my dominant hand, for the stylus part, and then I can still move my character completely move my character 100% with the right analog stick. So I love that. My only complaint though with this is the gamepad. It's just kind of heavy and awkward to hold for a long period of time with one hand. So I was setting it down, but it's made it more difficult because it wasn't as steady. So like the screen was bouncing around. So I think it would be better on the 3DS from that standpoint because it's lighter and it's not as big. But it's still a really cool game. I just don't know if I'll be able to play this game in long bursts. But I don't think it's that long of a game anyways. So it might not be too much of a problem. But after about 45 minutes to an hour, my hand was starting to cramp up. And I'm like, all right, I gotta put this down because I'm tired of holding this freaking.
You gotta stop masturbating.
Maybe I should do it more. Maybe build some strength. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's either less or more endurance.
Yeah, could be a combination of all of these. But that's pretty much what I'm playing this week. I'll talk about Severed more and the other games I picked up next week. Moving on to news. So we have one real topic this week, and it's not really that much of a topic. So we have some questions, video game questions we're going to ask and just talk about and discuss. But first, our topic. So Paper Mario Color Splash is coming out October 7th, and a couple days ago they put it on the eShop. Nintendo put it on the eShop to preload, as a pre-download. So that way, at midnight on October 7th, you're able to play the game. Well, come to find out that if you were one of the people that were able to preload the game in like that 8 or 9 hour span that was on there, you'd actually have the game and were able to play it completely. And I don't know.
Nice.
So Nintendo,
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. So Nintendo quickly pulled it off the eShop, and I believe the people that downloaded it are still able to play the game. So people are playing the game right now, from what I understand.
Well, I would expect so. I mean, hell, it's Nintendo's fault for that.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're preloading a game, you're downloading the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they forgot to
You're
get that
just
one
waiting
little
for-
thing.
You're waiting for that code that unlocks the game at midnight.
Yeah.
Or whatever time Nintendo does their codes. I don't know what.
I don't know when their unlock time is.
Yeah, I know for Xbox and Sony, it's like
9 p.m.?
either 12:01 Eastern Time or 3:01 Eastern Time.
Yeah.
So it's more like about 9 Pacific, like for me, possibly.
For West Coasters,
Yeah.
Fucker.
Which is fucking fantastic. I wish I was on West Coast now.
Yes, just for those games. But if I played games, if I bought games digitally, I would totally be awesome.
Dude, it is fantastic, especially when
I
you're
mean,
watching TV
dude.
too.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
great.
I mean, it airs the same time
Dude,
as Eastern though.
I'm
right?
saying this, man. Watching new episodes of South Park at 7 p.m. Yeah, it's a luxury.
I was just looking for football, man. The freaking the Monday night and Sunday night games
Oh,
don't
that,
get over
that
until
would
after
suck
11 here.
though. Like that would suck though. I want to say like the early morning games, like it would be terrible.
They start at 10 a.m. Not that bad.
Not that bad.
No, I mean like aren't there like some games that start like 9 a.m. Eastern time and whatnot?
They have one
Yeah.
game a year to start in London.
Yep.
Yeah, well, whatever. I don't watch football, so
So
like I know what I know about football comes from Thanksgiving and maybe Christmas.
but
So
Paper Mario
cut me some slack.
Color Splash. You got? I don't really know what the. This is just funny to me. I just thought it was really funny. Like Nintendo doesn't do a lot of preloading stuff. They do some of the.
I wonder why.
Yeah, they do it from time to time with like some of the big games, but
Yep.
I don't know. I think it's funny. I get why they pulled it, just because if they left it up there like that, they're going to piss off retailers. Getting it because if people are, then more people will buy it. But at the same time, I'd almost wonder if it would be better for them, because this is the most publicity mainstream publicity that game has got, like on GameSpot and IGN.
That's very
things like
true.
that. So I wonder if more people would have, if they would just left it up there for like a couple more days before they finally pulled it down, or even just left it up there altogether, if that game might actually would sell better because people were like, oh shit, they might pull this down anytime. I was on the fence about this. I better buy this now. I can play it 2 weeks early or a week and a half early, whatever it is.
I know.
It depends. If Nintendo's never been huge, like, yeah, they have that e-store. They've never been huge for the online stuff. If they, like, if it was, if they would have left it up, it would have been a huge thing for them. It definitely was an accident. Like, they definitely didn't mean to launch the full game, like, 2 weeks early. But, like, to see how that mean, they could probably monitor how many people are playing that online right now.
Pretty much.
And, they probably, I'm sure they have. They judge those numbers that might actually influence them to be more online centric with the NX coming up.
Yeah, at least with like
with
preloading
future patches, because obviously it's near production.
Yeah, I can at least with preloading as far as that goes, because I mean that's kind of a big. Sony does that.
Yeah,
Xbox does it with their bigger games. That are
like
with bigger games.
Xbox has done it since the 360, and freaking PlayStation's done it like 3 months after the PS4 came out.
Yeah, so they've been doing it for a while. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of an interesting story. What about you, Jack?
Jack, go ahead.
Well,
Since you're the resident Nintendo fanboy besides Justin.
Well, you know what? I'm not really surprised that something like this occurred, though. But at the same time, hell, get on the people that pre-order that thing digitally on Nintendo's eShop. They got a chance to play a game 2 weeks early. I mean, God, that's a fucking luxury.
Yeah, definitely. If 2 weeks early for what do you call Paper Mario? A side Mario game at this point, or
it's like a spin-off series.
Yeah, spin-off would be better.
Yeah, it's basically, I would say that too. But still, it's one of the like huge first-party titles.
Yeah, one of their last for the Wii U.
It's the biggest one of the fall, so.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. If you're one of those first people to download it and got to play a game, and you're somehow listening to this, let us know how the game is.
Yeah,
so we could buy it for the us that have the Wii U still can pick it up. It's actually good.
Oh, I'm not picking it up day one. I'm not. I can almost guarantee I'm not picking it up at all.
I was just trying to be nice, alright?
Oh, I'm not picking that game up.
He still has the last Paper Mario thing, like, as a freaking aftertaste in his mouth.
I haven't played Paper Mario since
the last two Paper Marios and Mario and
GameCube.
Luigi, so all been shit. So.
Yeah, I've never enjoyed Paper Mario, but it's interesting if it was intentional, which I highly doubt it was.
No.
It's like, but I hope Nintendo views this as a potential stepping stone for preloading and whatnot for their games.
Oh, I hope so, because that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure they won't, because Nintendo or online is a fad to them, but I'm interested. Like, maybe we can get like more first party titles like Donkey Kong and more like traditional Mario games and Pokemon and Kirby and stuff like that first, like preloaded, or maybe third party stuff.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
That would be great. But we shall see on that. But now we're going to move on to some of the. So for the show, we came up with some discussions we can have, all video game related, just fun conversations potentially that we could have. So first one first. What video game world would you guys want to live in? Not Pokemon though.
Damn you!
Because I knew if I asked that question, everybody's Pokemon, of course.
Alright, little spoilers for pre-show. I specified easy Pokemon. Which
I knew that was going to be the answer anyways, so that's why I have prefaced no Pokemon. So, anybody got an idea? What video game
since
world?
this is your question, how about yours? You go first.
Oh no, no.
Translation. I don't have a fucking world.
I have a world. I want to hear yours. All right, that's right off the top of your head, though. Even though I told you this, I was going to ask this question 2 hours ago.
Yeah, even though we knew about it 2 hours ago. Gabe, what's yours?
And I'm starting off. To be perfectly honest, I'm really kind of at a loss of what I can think of here for a world. But if I had to choose one world that I would possibly want to live in, it would probably be like, say, the world of Red Dead Redemption. To be perfectly honest.
Really? The Wild West?
Wild West, man. I mean, dude, it's fucking... I know it's like fucking insane, like to live inside of an era or something like that, where it's like a bunch of outlaws and a bunch of this and that and stuff like that. But there's a lot of fun that could be had and stuff, like like breaking in horses, doing this other shit, like skinning animals and stuff like that. That sounds interesting. But yeah, that'd also be kind of cool and stuff like that, just to be an outlaw and stuff like that, and just rampaging around the countryside. Anybody else?
Wait, are we accounting for game aspects too? Like if the game rule was real, we'd have the powers that the characters in the game would have.
Yeah, it's the whole.
That'd be cool.
Not necessarily. All right, so
I would have the Deadeye.
You are John Marston. You are John Marston.
No, you're not. You're not the main character, but you have
like that world's physics and whatnot, like bullet time or whatever that online has. I forgot what it was. I haven't played that game in freaking 6 years. You be able to respawn instantly.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm not. I'm just thinking about living in the world. I'm not even thinking about that stuff. I'm just thinking in the world.
Well, see, if you're in the world, you have to think about the world's mechanics, the world's.
No,
physics,
we're just doing you have if there's superpowers in the world, that's possible to have those. I'm just saying, if for general, in the
easy
Pokemon
then.
world,
DC Universe Online. I can create my own.
Then
world.
if I lived inside that world of
you have to pick a current video game world. You cannot break the laws of the video game. The question. There are rules. All right, this isn't there are rules.
There are rules in the world. DC Universe Online. Whenever you spawn, you create your own hero or villain, choose your powers and whatnot, and move on.
Fine. That's fine.
No,
just go through Red Dead Redemption and try to find I would just basically live inside that world and try to find any type of glitched animals too. Like the fucking donkey lady. But yeah, man. Other than that, man, I think it'd be fucking just cool. Just randomly playing poker, just going to the brothels.
I mean, what
you
can do in real life?
Yeah, let's go ahead and be in the fictional world of the play stuff in real life. Well, at least you could shoot something.
Hey, if you want to play poker, we can all download Prominence Poker right now.
I already did. I already deleted.
Really? You deleted it? Tell me why.
Took up 8 gigs of my hard drive. I needed the room.
It took up 8 gigs. It was also a fun poker game.
I know. I needed the room though, for Bioshock.
Okay.
My answer
Fair
though.
enough.
My answer. Ghost Simulator.
Goat Simulator.
Yep.
Are you? Wait,
Life as a goat.
You can't be the. No, wait. No, he said he's not the protagonist. He
no,
cannot
not the goat.
be the goat.
I just want to live in a world where there's a goat that can lick and stick to things. That's all. I think this. I just want to.
And then eventually you're that one thing that the goat licks and takes into fucking outer space and drops.
Yes, I'd be totally cool with that. That would be my world.
It's like, holy shit, that's a fuck. Ah!
My backup is Animal Crossing. That's just for furry sex.
Get that Tom Nook 3-way on, are you?
Watch out, Mabel.
Oh god, I gotta step out now.
Well, moving on to another question of ours that we have.
I didn't never answer mine.
I thought you answered yours already.
No, that was a joke.
Oh. Well, Animal Crossing was a joke as well. Not really.
Right. No, if I could live in any world, Pokemon would be the primary, but no, that's a cop-out. It'd definitely be Kingdom Hearts. Like, even if I was a ancillary character in, like, a town that Sora or Roxas or whoever visited, like, depending on whoever's the primary protagonist, like, it'd be pretty cool. Like, mixture between Square Enix, like, Final Fantasy and Disney. That'd be awesome. Like, if I was a Keyblade user, like, without being in the Keyblade Wars, that would be fantastic. But there's still multiple beautiful worlds in that game, in those games. It'd be definitely a thrill to see, which is probably why it's next to Pokemon on my most wish for video game worlds. And after that, it would be Grand Theft Auto.
Just because murder's legal?
Basically, it's like Grand Theft Auto is like our world now, just with infinite respawns. And
You don't get infinite respawns!
You're
There's no infinite respawns.
for Grand Theft Auto.
No! You don't get the mechanics of the game. You just get to live in the world of the game.
Aw.
The world.
If you want that, you can just go to the ghetto of Los Angeles. Just go to Compton, okay? Just go to Compton.
Fuck. No, you can't have the video game world without having the video game world's physics.
You can have the powers. You can have. I told you, you have the power. You don't get infinite. You're not a video game. You're just a human in that world. That's the rules. Them the rules. I made them up.
That makes me an NPC. NPCs respawn.
No.
Gabe, am I
This is
wrong?
not a game no more. This is real life, son. This is real life.
Yeah, still Grand Theft
Shaq
Auto.
Fu.
Just
That's
go
my
to
other answer. I
house.
just thought of that.
I can. Shaq Fu. No, but yeah, I could just go to my safe house and just get rid of the cops that way. So it's all good.
That's fine. I'll allow that. No infinite respawns. You don't get to wake up in a hospital. Alright, so to make up for the fact that you couldn't pick Pokemon that last question, I have another question for you guys. If you could be a Pokemon, which one would you be?
Who's going first?
Sudowoodo.
Sudowoodo.
Is that his name? The tree one?
So you're the disturbing tree that likes to toss rocks at passersby.
Tree
Yes.
in Gen 2.
I'd also fit well in the Wizard of Oz. Twofer.
See that. Real quick, that Pokemon pissed me off so bad.
Well, then it makes sense,
It's like-
doesn't it?
Fair enough. But it's like, okay, it's a tree. It has to be a grass Pokemon. No, that motherfucker's rock. It's so stupid.
You just see Tyler
Go
just
ahead.
trying to just piss off Jake and like, well, he's a Sudowoodo and stuff like that. Just go with Jiggling or something like that, and then waiting for
It's like, oh, you want to get to Equatique City? Too fucking bad.
Throw a fucking rock at you, son.
Rock
Sling the
throw.
rock.
Solar beam, motherfucker.
rock throw,
Double slap.
rock slide, flail.
Also, Jigglypuff be awesome just because I carry a permanent marker everywhere I go. So.
Oh, so Jigglypuff anime.
What about you guys?
What about you, Gabe?
Oh my god.
You only got like 800 to choose from.
Yeah, there's only like 750.
Also,
No more
actually,
to see to be a Pokemon.
if I could be the ice cream cone one, the ice cream Pokemon, but I can eat myself.
Vanillish.
Vanillish?
Oh, God.
As long as
Like-
you don't go past like 50 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
Degrees
As long as I
Fahrenheit.
As long as you stay in the mountains, you're fine.
Hey, you know what? As long as I can eat myself like Pizza the Hut in the Spaceballs movie, then I'm totally gonna do that, guys.
This just in. Pizza the Hut is dead. Because he consumed himself.
I mean, eventually that's how I plan on dying, so it would make sense in the Pokemon world as well.
Ew. Plan on eating yourself and you're dead. Oh god, that is a hard question for me to answer. Why the hell am I thinking of something like that?
Or Legends excluded.
What?
Well, my head didn't explode. It's just there's
Legends
so many fucking options.
Excluded. Like Pokemon Legends.
You could be any of the 750,000 Pokemon there in the Pokemon world.
Okay, alright. I wanted to make sure before you change some stupid fucking rules.
I ain't changing no rules. Those are the rules. You could be any 750,000 Pokemon there in the Nintendo world. Pokemon world.
Well, if I had to really choose one, I probably would be fucking Gyarados. That's probably what I would be.
Would you be the Golden Gyarados?
The Golden Gyarados?
It's Red Gyarados.
It's a Red Gyarados. No, it's because I grow up a fucking Magikarp and all of a sudden it's like...
You picked over my entire fucking life! Guess what now, bitch? I'm Moxie, motherfucker!
Then once level 20 hits, I can go on a rampage and stuff and take out...
There you go.
Alright, no joke, I was playing Pokemon earlier. My Gyarados, it killed a Kyogre.
Yep.
Got its Moxie up after one Dragon Dance. So it basically had plus, 2 whatever attack bonus. Then Kingdra came out with Swift Swim, which made it even faster. It still outsped freaking that Kingdra. It was ridiculous.
That's pretty funny, though. But yeah, I'd have access to almost the same moves and stuff that obviously the Gyarados would learn, like, say, Dragon Dance, Waterfall.
Just let you know, Gyarados' move pool isn't that diverse.
Well, I know it's not that diverse, but still, I would still be able to speed and attack hard. Edge,
Aqua Tail, and
you're like a 300-foot long thing that swims in water that can eat anything in the world. I think he wins.
That's very true.
I'm a tree that throws rocks, okay? He wins.
All I have to do is just splash you wrong and you're dead.
Yeah. Jake, you got yours yet?
I'm trying to remember what Pokemon it was. It's called,
Plusle.
But, no, God, no. If I could be any
Togepi.
Pokemon,
Clefairy.
I would. Yeah, don't make me metronome your ass. You never know what I'll pull.
Diglett.
Definitely gonna have to be a freaking.
Clefairy's fucking.
What was that bird? Altaria.
Oh, okay.
The dragon flying Pokemon.
Oh yeah, it's the bird dragon.
Yeah.
Well, it's part bird, part dragon. Yeah, that's right. I don't know why I kept thinking of the Mega Evolution if that's a stupid thing, but man. So basically, you're a cloud bird. That's a part dragon.
I'm a cloud bird.
Tyler just dead silent.
Okay.
No, that's why not? If you could be any Pokemon, why not be a Pokemon that can fly?
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be a fucking electric mouse.
Well, that's lame. I would love to be I'd love to be an electric mouse. That'd be great.
You're definitely the most obscure, Tyler.
Mine's. I would never go hungry.
50 Pokemon.
Wait, never go hungry, eat rocks?
Well, no. If I'm Vanillish, I never go hungry. And if I'm Sudowoodo, or what the fuck his name is, I always got money because I'm slinging rocks. So I'm good to go. Okay? So I'm good. Alright. Moving on. We're going to go into the biggest video game purchase that you regret. So what doesn't have to be a big purchase. Could be, just bought a game and it was a bad game, or game, something you spent.
I know mine off the top of the head.
Alright, go ahead.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. That game was atrocious with a capital A.
Yeah, especially at launch.
God, that game was terrible. It's like, oh, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 looks okay. It's first Pro Skater game in like 7 years, I should say. I don't know at the time. I just got paid. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I bought it from my phone, and it downloaded. So when I got home, like 7 o'clock in the morning, I turned it on, played it for about 30 minutes. It was like, uninstall. I was like, I was so sad because it was like it was a digital game I bought. I was like, oh god, fuck you, digital only games. You've come back to haunt me. But yeah, what about you, Tyler? Or Gabe?
Gabe, do you got yours or you want me to go?
You can go first.
Okay. So, a little story behind mine. I went up to a GameStop around here. Not a GameStop, but a game store. I stopped at a game store, and I traded in a bunch of games. And I had enough money. This is like 2002, probably about 2002. Like a year or so after the PS2 had been out. And
did you get Orphan? That that shitty game?
No.
Based off a good anime?
Nope. So I traded in a bunch of stuff. I had enough credit to get a PS2 console and a game, or I can buy the e-reader for the Game Boy Color or the Game Boy Advance, whatever it was. Game Boy Advance.
Oh god, please tell me you did.
So I bought the e-reader, obviously, and all the cards for it, and probably Game Boy Advance game in there somewhere. Yeah, I think it's a piece of shit, guys. I don't know if you know that.
I know that.
Yeah. So people don't remember.
It's almost as bad as
the only thing it was good
for the Game Boy.
The only thing the e-reader was good for is adding levels for fucking Super Mario Advance 4.
Yeah.
That was pretty much it.
So here's the thing: what people don't know about the e-reader, it was for the Game Boy Advance. I think it was like $60-$70. You had to buy packs of cards for not even packs of cards, but you bought cards and had like a Sight Bike, Donkey Kong, Super Mario Brothers, not even Super Mario, not even the brothers.
It was the arcade game.
The arcade game, yes, and a bunch of
which was incredibly difficult.
Yeah, it's basically all the arcade games, like Nintendo arcade games, and then all of the Pokemon cards that were coming out at the time had little QR codes on them. You can scan or swipe, and they would have like mini games on it. It seemed like the coolest thing. Downside of being a Nintendo fanboy and also having Nintendo Power, because Nintendo Power makes fucking everything sound awesome, especially when you're like 10.
Especially since they're selling Nintendo products to kids.
Yes, that too. So yeah, bought that instead of a PS2, and that thing was a piece of crap.
Actually, now that I come to think of it, I think I have had an e-reader too, but I'm like 2 years younger than you. So at the time I would have had them, I thought it was okay. Though I don't think I actually used it for anything.
Yeah, no, it's garbage.
Oh, definitely garbage.
Yeah. I bought that thing when it first came out. That's how excited I was for it. So, found money.
Oh, I would definitely go with the PS2, man. There's some good games.
Well, yeah, but at that time, you're 10, Nintendo guy. You can do that thing. Gables.
I'll see it real quick before you go, Gable. I'm sorry.
Okay.
If at 10, I wasn't a Nintendo guy, I wasn't a PlayStation guy, I wasn't Xbox. Wait, Xbox wasn't around. I wasn't a Sega guy. I was just video games. Like I had, what was that Sega handheld?
The Game Gear.
The Game Gear. I had a Game Gear. I had a Game Boy. I had a PlayStation. I had what would have been the Nintendo product at the time? 64.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had 64 and Super Nintendo. Like I had that, and it's like I never have been really console specific up until maybe I would say the most I've been was probably the 360.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, I owned all the consoles.
PS3 that often.
I owned all.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm just saying I was never a huge fanboy of something.
Yeah, I mean, I owned every console besides the Dreamcast, and I even owned the Saturn at one point in time. So I owned pretty much every console that's come out since but the Dreamcast, as far as the big ones. So
No, I'm kind of sad that the freaking Game Gear took freaking 8 AA batteries.
yeah, like a 2-hour battery life. Yeah, I know. It was better. It was the better handheld. Just couldn't play it for more than 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was the first handheld console to have backlit.
Yeah. And also color.
Are good.
What about you, Gabe?
And color, but yeah.
Well, let's see. Other than the fact that I've played so many fucking games that I have actually forgotten how many bad games that I've actually played.
Your biggest regret always sticks with you.
Alright, well, you know what? One of my biggest regrets was buying WCW Thunder for the PlayStation 1.
That was a bad
being a
game.
big wrestling fan.
That was a bad game.
Oh, man.
But as a kid, you played hours of it anyway.
As a kid, I tried to make do with it, but this is coming off of me playing games like, say, WrestleMania 2000
No Mercy.
by WWF No Mercy, playing through and finding... playing through those games, and then going forward trying to find games on my PlayStation, which, oh man, there were some atrocious games I played on the PS1 back when I first got that system. And here's a fun fact for you. I've owned a PlayStation console off and on since I was like around 13 years old. But the thing about the early games that my dad would either try to find for me or something like that were sports games, right? I mean, nothing to really kick up on like sports games though, but a lot of the ones that he picked were fucking garbage. I mean, like High Heat, like say the 3DO title here, like High Heat Baseball, like 2002 or something like that, where the fucking like players look like they've been taking a heavy not even like a fucking constipation like look on their face, where they're all scrunched up, their faces look like they're fucking like old men. Okay, that was, but. Going back to what I was saying, one of the biggest regrets of purchasing a game was WCW Thunder, because the gameplay was shit, the whole aspect of the fucking graphics were shit, the developer has history of making bad games, but being a big wrestling fan as I was, back in the 90s, the early 2000s and stuff, playing a game like that, the only redeeming factor was to watch the freaking trailers of each wrestler before doing that. And once I got rid of that game and stuff, along with some other PS1 games, which were fucking terrible, I didn't get hardly any shit for any type of trading things. I think I actually gave it to a fucking Goodwill.
Yeah, oddly enough, it was the one you started working at.
Pretty much. Yeah. I know, right?
Honestly, overall, my favorite sports game, like, just, I know I was putting in the show notes, but it definitely was the, like, NBA Courtside 2.
Really?
Like, for the 64. Yeah, it's like, I'm not a huge sports fan, but, like, for some reason, I put hours upon hours of that, or into that game, alongside the Space Jam basketball game. But, yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite sports games was actually like NBA Jam for the Genesis. That was fantastic in my honest opinion, because it was closely related to like the arcade port, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I think we have time for one more. Which one do you guys want to do? You guys have a preference?
Not really.
I think I... Never mind, go ahead. Yeah, either one.
Okay.
I don't care.
What enemy from a video game would you least want to be in the real world?
Let's start with you.
You're going to start with me here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, oh boy. That's tough. That's actually a tough one. I thought about this one. I was hoping you guys would go. I would.
This is a really tough
I would
question.
say the creature at the end of Dead Space 2, the one that constantly keeps reviving. It's invincible. You can kill it and you get like a minute of freedom, and it comes right back to life. It doesn't stop chasing you. So that would probably be mine. Or, actually, you know what? The giant donut guy from that Simpsons, the movie, the video game. What about you guys?
Well,
Oh man, trying to think. It was probably the little the babies from Dante's Inferno, the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ones that shoot out the boobs.
Yeah, or the evil, the freaky ass lust demons in the same game. Trying to think what else. And maybe the face crabs from Half-Life.
And also Gary from the Pokemon world, because he's a douchebag.
But what about you, Tyler? Or Gabe? Sorry.
Around full circle. Well, let's see. I wouldn't want to like meet any type of fucking alien creature. So I wouldn't want to meet that main enemy in fucking Chrono Trigger. You know, Lavos. I mean, that would be fucking insane. Because the dude is like a planet-sucking like monster, right? So it's like, okay, I definitely do not want to face off against that dude. Plus, pretty much kills you. You know, if you get like one shot. But other than that, though, there's like a bunch of people in video games or enemies in video games I would never want to meet in real life. But I know Lavos is one, and I think like Nemesis from Resident Evil would be another one, because that's a dude that fucking you don't.
I mean, Nemesis is a pain, but all you have to just walk away.
And he'll keep following you.
He'll just keep following you, just keep walking away.
What
So
about
you're taking
the
a shit
moon
and all of
from
a sudden he
Majora's
follows
Mask?
you. The moon? Oh god.
From Majora's Mask, yeah. Is that really an enemy, though, I guess? I don't know.
Fuck the moon.
I mean, it's going to
How
kill
about a
us all.
fucking Re-Dead? I don't want to meet that.
The Re-Dead, yes. That would be a bad one.
It's like you're just in the middle of the night, all of a sudden you hear this high-pitched scream.
What's the thing from the Mario games that's in the cloud that throws freaking the red turtles at you? Spiky turtles.
Lakitu.
But yes, that guy.
Yeah.
That would suck.
You don't want to fucking Lakitu going like throwing spinies at you?
No, there's a lot of clouds in the sky. All right,
Maybe if he would throw 1-ups.
That'd be great. No, actually, it'd be terrible. It'd be terrible. Overpopulation.
Hey, my STDs are here.
Yeah. Oh, no, you live forever now, but you still have herpes.
Anyway.
Oh, you know what?
What?
This is one. If there was an enemy that could be in the real world, it'd be Meowser from Super Mario 3D World.
Meowser. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
Bowser with a catsuit. That'd be the enemy I want to be in the real world, because I just want to hug him every day. And I'll say it's pretty sweet. He's a pretty badass car. I saw that one. And also Tom Nook, because he's a crook.
I wouldn't want to meet any Starmen from Earthbound, that's for sure. I mean, the Starmen are like fucking... That are like Gygas, you know? This basically like an alien group or something want to take over the world and stuff by like sucking all the happiness and everything else out of the world, so... Yeah, you never want to meet one of those things.
I wouldn't want to meet the angel creatures from Devil May Cry 4.
Oh, yeah, those.
Those things are assholes.
Tie it back in. Big Daddies.
See, Big Daddies are okay. They don't attack unless you provoke them.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, my Asperger's will kick in and I gotta fuck with them.
I would say that's when you just plan ahead before you try to fuck with
No,
them.
I wouldn't do that.
I'll place them. I'll see when I play Bioshock. I just like, all right, I want to harvest or save this little sister. So mine here, here.
This is the real world that we're
Right,
talking here. Real world we're talking here.
Yeah,
we ain't getting mine in C4.
Or since fair enough. But you can easily make explosives. I can tell you how. But
I ain't gonna do it. Just gonna go fuck with the Big Daddy.
Well, I mean, if you're trying to kill the Big Daddy,
I ain't trying to kill him. I'm just
maybe
gonna mess
you
with him.
want to. I mean, if you're trying to mess with them, chances are you want to try to kill them because they will kill you.
Well, let's see. Well, there's the clickers from The Last of Us. You don't really need one of those shit.
Oh,
Can we all just agree that zombies in general would just be what we want to mess with?
I agree with that.
It depends on what zombies, though. Like, are you talking about 28 Days Later zombies, or are you talking about George Romero zombies?
We're talking about just zombies in video games in general. The whole blanket statement. I don't want any zombies in my real world.
Fuck no, I do.
We kind of actually sort of do, but it's more parasitic than anything else.
Well, yeah, I'm just talking video game world, though.
Yeah, you have The Last of Us freaking things, but just on a more dumbed down version of it. I would prefer zombies in real world. That's always been a thing. I would hate it. Don't get me wrong. It would be definitely a challenge. Not from the zombie aspect, from the asshole humans.
That sounds awful. I would never want zombies in.
Oh, fuck, I do. I was like, fuck this shit.
Wow. Oh!
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
Fuck Hulk Hogan. I don't want Hulk Hogan in my real world either.
Yeah, he's a video game character. I don't want him in my real world.
Damn.
I think I'm out. I think I might be out of ideas, guys.
Oh, God, what else? There's another character. I know some... Oh, the Flood from Halo.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I hate them so much. Most of the Flood are easy to kill, except for the fucking elite forms. Those are such a pain in the ass to kill.
Yeah, that's true.
Stupid. Or I'll just say Sangheili. The freaking aliens with quadruped jaws for face. I can't think of any other enemies that I want. Oh, Zubats. Fuck
Zubats. The entire Elite Four.
How about a fucking Gengar, dude? You don't want to meet one of those in real life.
The Gengars are just nightmares. It's no big deal.
Togepi's.
Drowsy.
Actually,
the day racer.
Drowsy would be kind of sweet. I'd sleep like a baby.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh no, you'd want Hypno. You don't want Drowsy.
Oh wait, well, then why is he called Drowsy?
Drowsy is basically a rapist.
Well, yeah, that's why he's an enemy. But I mean, you get to sleep pretty well though. You only give a little and take a little.
He eats the freaking dreams of children, for God's
No
sake.
pun intended. That's fine. I'm not a child.
I'm not a child.
Huh. I'm.
There's a lot more video game enemies I don't want to see in real world, but
I'm just trying to think of some like really, really awful ones, and I pretty much said the ones I wouldn't really want to.
Oh hey Sephiroth, we never really want to meet you.
No, every villain for the whole Metal Gear Solid not trilogy, but franchise would be good. Oh, the Reapers. The Reapers.
Oh, the Reapers. Yeah, there you go.
oh fuck the Reapers. From
Star Child.
Yeah.
Also, it's tied in with Mass Effect. No, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty much out of ideas, guys.
Thinking. I have a few more. I'm just trying to remember them.
Tom Brady. From Madden.
The demons from
Madden
Doom.
franchise.
The demons from Doom.
Oh, there you go. Everybody from Doom. The entire thing.
I actually, just everybody.
If I could pick one, the Spider.
Even Doom guy.
Even Doom. Actually, no. Yeah. Even Doom guy. Yep. Because he just destroyed Duke Nukem. Even though he's an enemy, he's a douchebag. I don't want him in my world.
I think we're definitely just making
this
stuff
point,
to kill time.
Yeah. I think we're gonna actually go ahead and wrap that up on that one.
Wait, real quick, Gabe, do you have one more? Anything will work.
Gabe's gone. Gabe's not here right now.
Gabe's gone. I won't listen to the show.
We're gonna wrap up the show. So I want to thank you guys so much for listening. I was your host. I was Tyler. Oh wait, we got some. I want to tell you guys where you can see more of us at. I'm sorry. On Twitter, we're at GenGaming Pod, so follow us there. On Facebook, we have a page and group. It is GenGaming Podcast, so like us and join us there. On Twitch, it is...
And remember to jack it for Gabe.
Jack it for Gabe, yep. So, also, Twitch, we are GenGaming Podcast, so follow us there as well. And YouTube, we are there on Generation Gaming. Subscribe and like our videos on there. We would greatly appreciate it. And also, if you're listening to us on iTunes, give us a 5-star review and tell some friends. That'd be great. You know, I like that. It's good stuff. Makes us feel good inside, and also helps us out as far as more listeners. So, once again, thank you guys so much for listening. I was Tyler.
And if you want to see me, besides the 1 or 2 times a month I'm on the show, you can see me at twitch.tv/AshopBabyDragon, and I've been Jake.
And I've been the Jack of Hearts. Until next week, everybody. GG.
Oh, and that's good fucking timing. And remember, guys, Jack and Brigade.
Excuse me. A few too many beers there. Anyways, we're on iTunes now, so go on there, check us out, and if you like us, leave us a review, and we'll even shout you out. And Jack will send you his credit card number.